Mr. Moala is the Senior Subject Master in Agriculture, currently teaching in Misima Secondary School. He is the longest-serving teacher in the school. One of his agriculture projects at the Misima Secondary School is rice growing. This area of specialization was further enhanced by attaining additional skills through attending training at the National Agricultural Research Institute, or NARI headquarters at Bubia, Lei, Morobe Province in 2021 and 2022. Mr. Moala is also recognized in the Samurai Murua electorate in food processing and storage, especially in times of natural disasters and other climate change issues affecting the disaster-prone areas in the electorate and PNG as a whole. Today, the grade 9s of Misima Secondary School took to the rice fields to harvest rice as his second rice project. In 2022, the first rice project produced about half a ton of dry paddy rice. Out of the milled rice, about 250 kilograms was sold for about 644 kina in the first sales. The school has a milling machine. However, the machine has some issues, so the Department of Agriculture and Livestock, through DRDO's office, assisted in the milling process. This is the second harvest. The first part of the dry land rice has been harvested and milled. Now the grade 9s are doing the second harvest, which is the swamp rice, as you can see. It is expected that this production will be doubled, both the paddy rice, meal, as well as the income. Some of this rice will be used for grade 10 and 12 school function prior to their final examinations. We interviewed a couple of students on their views on rice farming, and this is what they had to say.
Yes, Mr. It's very interesting in learning agriculture. I learned many things in agriculture, and I'm very proud in learning agriculture. And I'm also gonna teach my people in the village on better agriculture.
The government spends about 100 million kina plus importing rice from overseas. And because of this importing of rice, the government has made a national food security policy. And under that food security policy, rice growing is one of the major crops in Papua New Guinea.
It's a good crop that we can grow in our village instead of going to the stores and buying those expensive prices of rice in the stores. So we should just grow them in our village, teach our people how to plant and have very good food in our community to help our people.
After rice is harvested from the field, it goes through the processes of threshing and winnowing.
What we are looking at now is students are doing the next stage after harvesting. From the field, they bring the rice here, and we have done small platforms. These platforms are called rice threshing stalls. We have put canvas around purposely for grains not to fly out and get wasted. So from the field, the rice is harvested, we bring them together to the threshing cell, and that's how we thresh rice. Threshing simply means removing the grains from the stalks. The grains from the stalks. So when we hit on the wire, the grains are removed and the stalks we use back as mulch or put into chicken houses or given to animals for animal feed. After drying, then winnowing takes place, simply meaning that the rubbish that is there in the rice, they remove it by pouring the rice up, pouring the contents and pouring the rice. The rubbish will be blown out by wind. It falls out that way and they sift it. What remains here is the good grains, the good grains of rice. And that can be stored for another 3 to 5 days, and then the milling takes place. from the field right down to from harvesting to threshing, from threshing to winnowing, from winnowing to final drying and milling and eventually packaging for putting for sales to make money. My final advice I want to make in here for our people, to people of Samurai Murua, and especially to our educated elite. I like to bring across to our young people that definitely there is not enough job for everyone. So what I'm trying to emphasize in here is agriculture is still our backbone.
In whatever field or profession we are in, we impact the lives of the people we serve or live around with. And this is just what Mr. Moala is currently doing in Misima Secondary School. His specialized skill area of training and fieldwork is not only benefiting the school and the students, but also the surrounding communities both on Misima Island, the Calvados chain of islands, and Samurai Murua as a whole.